Welcome back to the channel, I'm GingerJase, and today I've been sent the Hex Phantom PS5 controller to have a look at and review and see if it's actually any good. Just a disclaimer, Hex haven't seen this video and all the thoughts and opinions are always my own, and I'll be as honest as I can to give you my best conclusion. So, if you're ready, let's get into the video. So the first thing I want to do is get into what's in the actual box. So, let's open it up and take a look. So you get this nice hard case, which is really nice, and you do see that with a lot of the Pro controllers already. So when you first open it up, obviously you get the Phantom controller itself, which is really nice. Immediately I can feel that it's heavier than the normal DualSense controller, but we'll take a look at that and its features in a moment. You also get this nice little box here, which is actually all your different thumbstick variations, and it goes back into the box in a nice tidy way, so that's actually a really nice good thing. The inside of the hard shell is nice and soft, so you're not going to get any scratching or smudging on your actual controller itself. Then moving down to the neck, you get a nice long USB to USB-C charging cable, which is also braided, which is a nice touch, especially for that length if you're not sat right next to your console or computer. The next thing you get is joystick ring protectors with a couple of different instructions on there. And this is the Hall effect configurator. So if you do get any kind of stick drift, you should in theory be able to plug this in, configure it, and it will be back to 0 stick drift, which is one of the main points of this controller. And of course you get the net as well, which holds all your stuff in there with no problem whatsoever. So now we've had a look at what's in the box, we want to talk about my first impressions of the controller. So first of all, I'm going to take a look at the thumbsticks and see what they actually feel like. So you do get 4 different types of thumbsticks to suit your play style, and taking a look at them right now, they feel great, they feel premium, not too different from the actual DualSense controller itself, but just off of first impressions without a long-term use, I feel like your fingers are going to slip off some of these in no time. Once you start getting into them games, it starts warming up. That could be slip time, but that's something time will tell. So the actual controller itself does feel really nice in the hand. It feels quite heavy in comparison to my normal DualSense, which I assume is due to the configurator for the actual Hall effect sticks, and you've got your clicky buttons and a few more bits in there, which I'll go into in a second. There's some really nice grips back here, which you feel immediately when the controller's in your hand. And them Hall effect sticks, they feel so good. Really good in the hand. It's really good quality, and the actual controller itself has got a soft touch feel to it, which is a bit of a fingerprint magnet, but it's fine. Just give it a little wipe and get over it. You don't get any of the legends on your action keys or anything like that, which some people will not like, but personally I don't care because I'm not looking at the controller when I'm actually gaming. You should know them off by heart, but especially if you're going for a Pro controller. The overall design is based off a normal DualSense controller. It is modified. It's not like HexGaming have gone out their way, built a completely new shell, packed everything into it. It's just not the case. With this, you still get your adaptive triggers. It's still got the rumble motors, so you get all the same functionality as you would from your normal DualSense controller, which personally I like to see. Now I want to talk about the functionality and what makes this controller different. Or is it worth the price, I suppose? So one of the main selling points, of course, is going to be your Hall effects sticks, which everyone knows the DualSense controller, well, the original DualSense controller suffers with major stick drift. So having the configurator built in the top and Hall effects sticks, you shouldn't really have to replace these. Of course, TMR are out now, and I think that would be the next natural step for the Phantom controller, or whatever the next in the series would be from HexGaming. Unfortunately, at this price bracket, the action keys and D-pad are just standard membrane kind of keys and not mouse clicky. I think I would have liked to see that, and I know it's not to everyone's flavour, but the mouse clicky keys at this price range, I think is a given. And that goes the same for the bumpers as well. The bumpers are just normal DualSense bumpers. There's nothing special there. So you still get your adaptive triggers, which are lovely. We all love the DualSense adaptive triggers, and that is great. But if you slide across your trigger stops, it actually is not just a trigger stop, but a mouse clicky button as well, which you'll be able to hear now. I really like that, and obviously it's game dependent, so if you're going to be playing racing games, you're going to have them on full adaptive mode. When you're playing FPS games like your Call of Duties or more competitive mode, you're going to instantly flick that switch, there's no configuration, and jump straight into the hair trigger with mouse click buttons. Also coming round to the back, you've got 4 remappable buttons, and you can set up profiles as well. These are clicky buttons, and they feel really nice as well. So overall, quite a few features in this. Plus, of course, you get your changeable thumbsticks, which I briefly showed already. But again, the thumbstick choice will be down to your playstyle or also the game that you're actually playing. Of course, this isn't just your midnight black controller. It does have the grips on the back, and it does have some minor details here, so it's not just your standard controller. And to be honest, this controller does stand out when you see it in videos, or you see it at someone's house. It's like, oh, that's the Hex controller. So they have built a really good name for themselves. So I suppose the burning question is, would you buy the Hex Phantom controller over the normal DualSense? This is a normal DualSense. I've just modified the skin. There's no extras to it. In my opinion, the price is steep. When you consider you have other controller brands out there, which I won't mention in this video, that are doing it for less, and even the official Sony Edge controller is a lot less than this. Well, it's on sale at the moment, but it's a lot less. But then you have the Hall Effect sticks, which you shouldn't ever have to replace, whereas on the Edge you would have to replace. I think this isn't a controller that's aimed at everybody. I don't think it suits everyone, and I wouldn't advise everyone to go out and spend £230 on a controller. But if you're in the esports space and you want one of the best controllers you could buy for PS5, which is also compatible with the PC as well, and you still get your adaptive triggers and that on the certain games that do actually support that functionality. So yes, I think the Hex controller is a great controller. It's a great option, and it's now going to be my main controller. But it depends on your pocket. Can you afford it or not? I wouldn't go out there and say, I have to afford this controller. Thank you for watching my review on the HexGaming Phantom DualSense controller. If you did like this video, drop us a subscription and a like. It's very appreciated. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one.